So we're building something new here at Maker Farm, and I think it's going to be so beautiful. I can't wait to show you more and tell you about it in just a moment. But right now, I just want to slow down with you for a few minutes. It's late summer here in Michigan. I can almost feel autumn waiting just around the corner. There's that crispness to the air. There's the way the sun changes. Like there's something about the angle that makes the sun feel different. And I'm so excited. I love autumn. I'm sitting here in my sunflower room that I planted here in our garden, and I thought you might like to join me for just a quiet moment. Nothing complicated or polished. Definitely not polished this morning. Just a simple glimpse of life here as it really is. This morning, I walked up to the sunflower field. It's not quite what I pictured when I planted it, no, but even the imperfect parts have their charm. There are sunflowers where I didn't expect them, and plenty of weeds too. But I guess that's how it goes, right? Some things flourish no matter what we do, and some things remind us we're not in control. I am slowly learning that both have a place. I learned so much from my failures. And I think sometimes I just really put so much pressure on myself to make big things, to finish big projects, to have everything just right. I know I do. I struggle with this on a daily basis. But more and more, I'm realizing it's the little things that fill me up the most. Like the sound of the kettle on the stove in the kitchen, or the way the morning light falls across the garden. Even the sunflowers pushing up through the weeds in the field is a huge deal. It's a little thing, but it's such a big deal. So many more sunflowers popped up than I thought would make it this year. I am amazed, actually. I love the sunflowers that are growing up around me here in my little room too. The stalks are getting so tall. They're taller than Greg now. And it really is like they're walls. And it's giving me lots of shade so I can sit here pretty much anytime I want now. And like everything else I make, it's not perfect. No, the sunflowers are growing at different rates. I had this vision that it would be like this perfectly, the heights would be all the same. That is not totally what happens. The ones here in the back are so much taller and stronger and thicker. And the ones in the front here are shorter, but they're still thriving and blossoming, and that's enough. Sitting here reminds me that creation doesn't have to be perfect or fast. It can grow unevenly at its own pace and still be beautiful. And when I take on a new project here on the farm, I try to carry that same spirit with me. That creating isn't only about finishing something new or something big, but giving us room to breathe, to look around, and to let ourselves be happy. I just saw a hummingbird. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's just so beautiful here. I just am constantly in amazement at how peaceful and calm and beautiful and all of the living things that are around me. Speaking of new things, Greg and I are starting a new project here at the farm we're going to build a cottage-style greenhouse together. So with autumn right around the corner, it feels good to prepare a warm spot to keep growing things and a place to sit in the sun when the days get shorter. Because I struggle a lot with the lack of sunlight in the winter. Now this will be a proper greenhouse with good light and ventilation, but once we paint it white, I'm hoping it looks like a sweet little cottage tucked right beside our cottage garden. Now we're building this greenhouse for my kit. There's like 10 big boxes. I looked for a really long time for one that I think would be just right, and I hope this is it. Now, this build will probably take us a while, so we're gonna go at a more relaxed pace, have fun while we're doing it. I love doing projects with Greg. It really is probably one of my all-time favorite things ever. And then when we're done, we'll have a tiny house here with lots of room to grow things. There's a hummingbird right there. I don't know if you can see him. So that's my day. Quiet, simple, and somehow exactly what I needed. If you've been waiting for permission to slow down today, let this be it. You don't need a big reason. You don't need to earn it. Just give yourself a little space, wherever that might be, in your home, outside. You don't need to have a sunflower room to do this. This was just for fun. Give yourself some space and see what grows there. If you had 1 hour today just for yourself, how would you spend it? Let me know. I love to hear your hopes and dreams too. Your ideas, your comments give me inspiration and they fill me with joy. I know that sounds a little funny, but it's true. That is basically why I'm making these videos. This connection with you means a lot to me. It's one of the things I'm discovering out here on the farm as I'm slowing down. Besides, if you declare your intent out loud, I find it's more likely to come true. Thank you so much for joining me here in my sunflower room this morning. I love that we get to do this. I love that I get to bring you here with me to experience all of this joy and wonder. Thank you for getting to the end of this video. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.